A new revision to the existing Act on Family Registrations was passed at the National Assembly today. It will require medical institutions to report the birth of newborns. This follows recent killing incidents of unregistered infants that shocked the nation. Our National Assembly correspondent Shi-hoo reports.
South Korea's National Assembly at its plenary session on Friday passed a bill requiring hospitals to report the birth of newborns to a government agency under the Ministry of Health and Welfare. The revision to the Act on Registration of Family Relations was passed with 266 approvals and 1 abstention, with 267 lawmakers present. The change means that both the medical institutions and the parents of newborns are responsible for registrations.
Within 14 days of the birth of a child, the head of the medical institution needs to report birth information to the Health Insurance Review and Assessment Service.
If the infants aren't properly registered after the registration deadline, the head of regional administration will be able to do so upon approval of the court. The revision will be promulgated at a cabinet meeting in the near future and will be implemented a year after that. Now, this legislation follows a recent criminal case where a woman strangled her 2 infants to death shortly after their births in 2018 and 2019 and kept their bodies in a refrigerator in her home in the city of Suwon. The case caused a public uproar, bringing attention to the current birth registration system in which only parents are required to report the birth of their children to the government within a month. To prevent loopholes such as births outside of hospitals, the parliament will come up with follow-up legislation to make available an anonymous birth process to mothers in need. The parliament also passed the first bill of its kind aimed at protecting virtual assets such as Bitcoin. The bill passed with 265 approvals and 3 abstentions among 268 lawmakers present, aims to regulate the unfair trade of virtual assets. It defines virtual assets and requires virtual asset service providers to take necessary measures to protect the assets of their users. Shi-hoo, Arirang News.